In this video, we are going to see what good looks like when we're talking about the three components of cadence, position, and resistance. Cadence, or speed, is a skill as it changes how the rider actually interacts with the bike throughout an entire ride. Position can affect the intensity of a workout and which muscles are being used. We want to see the body staying in a relaxed position whilst also being focused on the work required. And then resistance is something which will be very personal to each individual. Resistance goes from light to heavy, and moving the lever will adjust it in very subtle amounts. To begin with, we're going to see a series of different cadences. We measure cadence in RPMs, that's revolutions per minute. We spend the majority of our time in a cycle session riding at between 50 and 90 RPM. This is the most common speed range. Anything below 30 RPM is usually classed as stalling. Speeds of 90 to 110 revs per minute are our top speed range. You will use these predominantly when seated. There is a point where excessive speed becomes counterproductive. Anything above 120 revs per minute is usually when people's technique starts to fall apart. This is quite visible by bouncing up and down on the seat and generally losing control. In Matrix Ride, we use two positions for the majority of the time. We use seated and standing. In the seated position, you are predominantly working the lower body, using all the muscles around and below the pelvis. Your upper body is stabilized throughout, using your core, chest, shoulders, upper back, and arms. When you stand, you shift some body weight onto your hands and arms, but the power is still being generated by your legs. With position, what we're looking for is balance and symmetry. We want to have the knees, hips, and upper body to be split evenly across the center of the bike. At no time should your knees cross the center line of the bike. Resistance is the most important component if you want to get performance gains. It's often called the calorie killer. Adjusting the resistance so that you always have a challenge on your legs is the goal. As with speed, there is a point at which too much becomes counterproductive. If you have so much resistance that you can no longer perform a smooth circular action with the pedals, it's too heavy. Like all things, it takes time to get good, and it takes time to understand what works for you.